Today on Live with Regis and Kelly, one of us discovered the Fountain of Youth.
Find out next on the Common Agenda.
Sit down and shut up, America. I'm your host, Sam Howell, and it's time for Common Agenda, the show that brings you the news about all things Emerson College. Now, I know you baby birds are all begging for your stories right after you just saw me in that teaser, but just hold off for a second. To any first-time viewers out there, you don't have to be scared. This isn't serialized at all. We're just a fun little show. We'll have some laughs, some news, and Jamie Sanders will probably treat the cameras like neon-painted people at a rave during the credits. Okay, let's do the news. Kudos go out to Emerson's very own writing, literature, and publishing associate professor, Megan Marshall, on her publication in the New York Times last week. Marshall wrote a review of the book Oh My America by Sarah Wheeler. Marshall herself is a published author of 3 books, as well as many essays and reviews. Not to be outdone, I wrote some boss Yelp reviews of some local pizzerias that accidentally posted to my Facebook. Keep up the good work, Professor. And did you miss out on the self-defense class the first time around? Well, have no fear, because another one is here. This Sunday, November 10th, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., you can learn how to kick butt in the multipurpose room at 150 Boylston Street. Can't make that one? Then don't worry, there are 2 more sessions on November 23rd and November 24th. Classes are free of charge and are open to all female students, staff, and faculty. To sign up, please email Chief Eric Schiazza at eric_schiazza@emerson.edu. Lee Pelton had a busy Halloween this year. Besides just giving hugs and candy to eager Emerson students, he also did president of a college things. On the 31st, good old Lee gave his annual State of the College address. He talked all about academic plans and global leadership and other fancy things that Emerson College apparently does. Also, he noted that interest in Emerson is increasing. Each year, the amount of prospective students increases, probably because Lee is being such a bro with his cool speeches, and of course, because I'm here, right? Yeah. Emerson alum Aaron Snipe was awarded the Edward R. Murrow Award for Public Diplomacy. Oh man, that was a mouthful, but basically this guy is super cool in politics and stuff. He got the Murrow Award for dope policies in regard to North America and the Middle East. It includes a certificate signed by John Kerry, so it's like an autograph, but better. His achievements include 2 tours in Iraq, speaking Arabic, and being positioned to do diplomatic work in Tokyo, and making everyone feel insufficient about their accomplishments. Finally, our beloved city of Boston celebrated a World Series win this past weekend, and one Emerson graduate got to be part of the parade. Paul Lurie of the class of '04 was one of the Duck vehicle drivers assigned to drive around the winning Red Sox team on Saturday. Lurie began working for the Duck Tours back in 2008 after moving back to Boston from California. He claims to be a huge Sox fan and describes the experience as surreal. So congratulations, Paul, or should I say my condolences. I mean, you got to do a cool thing, but I can't imagine what it must have been like in that car, all that facial hair with nowhere to go. Clearly the stuff of nightmares. And now let's see what Jamie Sanders has got for us today. Jamie?
I'm here today with the stuff of legends, a representative from the Greek council, no, not Hermes, messenger of the gods, but rather a much more interesting gentleman. I'm here with Norman Oliver of the fraternity Alpha Pi Theta, and he is going to tell us a little about the Greek council. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks for having me.
Now, Greek council, that's a very broad word, so I'm going to ask you a very broad question. What is the Greek council?
Greek council is basically the over-encompassing body of all the Greeks. All the fraternities, all the sororities are represented on Greek council.
Now, how many fraternities and sororities are there on campus?
There are 5 fraternities, 2 of which are co-ed, and 3 sororities.
Cool. So, and of course, co-ed meaning guys and girls. Super cool.
Yeah.
Now, you guys work together on a lot of things. What sort of events do you guys collaborate on?
Well, we hold different philanthropy events on campus. One tonight in the Bill Bordy raising money for breast cancer, and then we have a professional week coming up from Zeta Phi Eta, and it's going to give you lots of networking, lots of professional help.
Now, I like networking and professional help, so if I want to get involved, what do I do with one of these fraternities or sororities?
Well, our recruitment is done for this semester, but next semester you should go to the org fair and Greek Life open house, and then go to each org's individual rush week and find out which one is right for you.
Now, just hypothetically speaking, for your fraternity, What sort of events would I be taking part in during Rush Week?
Well, we have information session, we have a bowling night, we have a barbecue. Basically, all these events are really a chance for you to get to know us, and then for us to get to know you.
And is there any cool thing coming up for your fraternity specifically? Any event that you'd like to tell people about?
Well, we're partnering with Zeta Phi Eta for their professional week, so everybody should look out for that on campus.
And what's your personal favorite thing that you've ever done with your fraternity?
Probably Rush Week, and pledging was fun.
Pledging was fun. And I'm sure that's pretty secretive. Is there anything you'd like to say about the kind of the stigma that seems to come out about Greek life?
Well, I feel as though people need to remember this is Emerson College. All of us are Emerson students, so your perception of Greek life isn't the same here.
Super cool. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Now let's send it over to Claire Kerr for our alumni section after Emerson. Who have you got for us today, Claire? Someone cool.
Claire Kerr with Common Agendas After Emerson. We're starting off our season on a very exciting note by interviewing a 2008 Emerson grad, Tom Dunn, who is a writer, musician, and new media artist in Boston. First of all, thank you so much for being with us today, Tom.
Yeah, no problem.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. It's Friday.
We especially appreciate you taking some of your time out of your Friday night to be with us.
Yeah.
So first of all, could you just tell us, what you've been up to since you graduated Emerson in 2008?
Yeah. So since graduation, I've worked at the Huntington Theater Company here in Boston. I am the web and new media manager there, so I handle all the website and video content and social media. This building, there's 4 theater spaces and also several rehearsal spaces in it. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
In the theater next door is a small black box. It holds about
Okay.
200 people. And Speakeasy Stage Company is doing a show called Tribes, which is, it won the Olivier Award last year, or 2 years ago, I believe. And I'm a writer, musician, and I play with a few bands. I write plays, I write fiction, I write comic books, and I write articles and stuff for a few different websites.
Well, could you tell us how your Emerson experience helped this career that you have now?
I think Emerson really encourages a kind of go-getter attitude. I mean, it's a lot of passionate people who go to Emerson and are constantly working, constantly going. Well, so right now we're in the Wimberley Theater at the Calderwood Pavilion, which is run by the Huntington. And I worked here as an usher during college, and then assistant house manager in the building. After college, I was job hunting, and they needed someone with some web experience. I was a theater studies and WLP double major at Emerson.
Wow.
But I happened to have, at that point, much more basic HTML experience, and then Photoshop and Final Cut stuff, because everyone at Emerson has this.
Could you also tell us a little bit about, we know about how Emerson has such a strong alumni network, or even the Emerson Mafia. Could you tell us a little bit about some of the connections that might have helped you along the way?
My job here, I applied here as a freshman in college in October of '04 when the building opened, and the house manager then, Austin Nathaniel, was an Emerson grad.
Wow.
And he had just finished at Emerson, and so I got the job here through that. I write for Quirk Books also. I do a lot of articles with them because my friend Brian McGackin is also an Emerson alum, and
Okay.
he has a book out with Quirk. And so I was put in touch with them through him. Just invaluable resources that
Wow.
you should take advantage of.
It's great advice. Thank you so much
Yeah.
again for your time.
You're welcome.
Once again, this was After Emerson on Common Agenda. Thank you.
What's up, guys? I'm your correspondent, JD Knapp, and I'll be taking you through the upcoming events we've got going on around campus. Let's get started. Do you want to help Emerson celebrate Transgender Awareness Week? Well, this Thursday night, November 7th, there will be a bright light screening of I Am Trans People Speak in the Bright Family Screening Room of the Paramount Center. From 7 to 9 p.m., this event will include a series of short film clips of transgender individuals talking about their experiences and struggles living with their trans identities. A short panel discussion with the subjects of the film will follow directly after the screening. The participants will discuss how they felt being part of the project, as well as how their lives have changed since filming ended. Well, come on down, it's experience you will not want to miss. And all you marketing peeps out there, listen up. Fran Kelly will be on campus at Next Talk this Thursday night. In case you don't know who that is, he's only the vice chairman of Arnold Worldwide. That's right, he's kind of a really big deal, and you can come meet him. Kelly will be speaking in the Charles Beard Room of the Little Building from 4 to 5:15 p.m., and not only will he be discussing some of Arnold's advertising campaigns, but also what's ahead for the marketing industry. All students and faculty are invited to attend, but seating is limited, so please register at emersonnext.eventbrite.com. You really don't want to miss this one. And do you have talent? Probably. Hopefully, get a talent. This Wednesday, the Girly Project is hosting a middle school style talent show. Hopefully, there will be a lot less of display of puberty than those weird times when we were 12. Seeing as none of us are 12 anymore, it should prove to be a really good time as you can see what your classmates can or can't do this Wednesday in the cab at 8. It'll be a nice throwback to those awkward years without actually having to relive them. And if there are any good Samaritans out there who also like traveling, then you can look no further. There is an international volunteer panel this Thursday being put on by the Peace Corps and Hostelling International Boston. There will be representatives from United Planet, Engineers Without Borders, and All Hands volunteers, among others. There is an informative panel and then a fair where you can look at booths and stuff. Everyone should check it out at Volunteering Is Your Thing. It's November 6th at 6:15 on 19 Stewart Street, and y'all should come out. This Sunday on the 10th of November, Emerson will host Lordo Rinzler. Rinzler is the author of books The Buddha Walks into a Bar and Walk Like a Buddha, and is a practitioner and teacher in the Shambhala Buddhist lineage. Mr. Rinzler will speak a bit about the power of meditation as well as transforming ourselves and our society. His talk will begin this Sunday at 10 a.m. in room 1114 in Tufte. I hope to see you there. There's an enlightened joke to make here, but I just can't find the words. Oh well, you can't win them all. Now, let's see what's going on in this week's Stage Spotlight with Common Agenda's own captain of perfectly coiffed hair, Alex Smith. Alex?
I'm Alex Smith, here with another Stage Spotlight segment. We're here in the Paramount rehearsal halls today checking out Rare Works Theater Company. Let's see what mischief they've conjured up for us today. I'm here with Mara Santos, the director of the upcoming production, The Baltimore Waltz. Thanks for joining us, Mara.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, tell us a little bit about Rare Works Theater Company.
Absolutely. So we're a theater company on campus who does specifically new, provocative, and rare works. We have a new playwrights festival every spring semester where we try to showcase at least 2 student playwrights. And throughout the year we produce everything from musicals to plays to readings that are rare or have a rare take upon them or are by new playwrights. We are doing a specific Paula Vogel celebration right now because we thought she was a rare playwright and her plays are kind of rare and edgy and different, and we are doing that through 2 readings, one of Hot and Throbbing and the other of Desdemona, a poem about the handkerchief, and the full production of the Baltimore Waltz.
I'm here with 2 actors in the Baltimore Waltz, Ruthie and Mark, and the name of your characters are?
I play Anna.
I play Carl.
So guys, what has this process been like? Has it been particularly challenging?
A big challenge of this play is that it's such a grand story that we're telling. It's very humbling to realize how deep it goes within everyone.
I'm here with Richard, an actor in the upcoming show, The Baltimore Waltz. So Richard, what's it like in this show and what is your role exactly?
So I play a character called the Third Man, which is inspired by a character in the film with Orson Welles, The Third Man, and I basically play the environment in which the two actors that Ruthie and Mark play, their world, the world that Anna creates. It's really quite interesting how I played her, not her stereotypes, but the way she imagines different Europeans to be.
When and where can Emerson students expect to see this show?
It'll be going up Veterans Day weekend, so November 11th at 2 and 8, and the 12th at 8 p.m. in the Cabaret, and tickets are free of charge.
Make sure to check it out, guys. That's about all for us here at Stage Spotlight. Make sure you check out the Baltimore Waltz. See you next time.
Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you all had a nice weekend and celebrated the big sports victory by the Red Beard Boys. I'm your host, Sam Howell, and until next time, may your dreams carry you into the shimmering light of 1,000 beautiful futures. That's from my collection of fortune cookie ideas. I'm still waiting to hear back if it's offensive or not. Tweet your opinions using the hashtag #YouCan'tSayThat. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but for all of us at Common Agenda, have a great day.